Hey everybody, welcome back to Hawkeye Reactions, or welcome for the first time. Today I'm going to be reacting to Gordon Lightfoot, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald in Chicago in 1979. So, yeah, this is an older one, you guys. Never heard of Gordon Lightfoot, um, but I'm anxious to see what this is all about. Now, the song is Gitchy Gumi, Gitchy Gumi, which loosely basically means big sea or huge water. It's, I guess, what they call Lake Superior up in Michigan, which is funny because I've actually been up there before a few times. I got relatives that live in the Upper Peninsula, not too far from like Mackinac Island, maybe about a half hour, 45-minute drive to get to Mackinac, to the ferry where you got a ferry across or whatever. But yeah, beautiful part of the country. I've always loved going up there as a kid. There's just something kind of special about it. But anyways, basically, this is a donation request as well, and the donor basically says, as Neil Peart is to percussion, Gordon Lightfoot is to musical storytelling. Gordon is often called Canada's troubadour. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald is a true story. And rest in peace, Gordon Lightfoot, 1938 to 2023. So yes, rest in peace. Looks like he just passed away a couple years ago. So, yeah, we're gonna be reacting to a Gitchy Gumi and Gordon Lightfoot for the first time. So, if you guys could just like, comment, subscribe here, I would love to have you be a part of my channel, be down this rabbit hole with me here. I'm sure I'll be reacting to more of this kind of content. So, yeah, I'd love to have you along. Let's do it.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call Gitchy Gumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up for dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That big ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a growing good captain, well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left.
That was crazy. Did you see that boat? I know there are shipyards up there too on the Great Lakes. I know passing into Michigan from, I don't know if it's Marionette or Menominee, but it's one of them's in Michigan, one of them's in Wisconsin, and I think Marionette is Wisconsin. But when you cross over there, I think there's some shipyards or Navy bases. I don't know. There's something up there, if I remember right. It's been a little while since I've been up there, but yeah, like I said, beautiful part of the country. This is crazy. This is them. This must be how they got the boats, ready to be commissioned, ready to go. I don't know. This looks crazy. I don't want that job.
Good captain, well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. And later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? Made a tattletale sound and a wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain, and the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed you. At 7 p.m. a main hatchway gave in. He said, fellas, it's been good to know ya. The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the big ship and crew was in peril. And later that night when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
He is really good at storytelling, for sure. This is definitely not any kind of the music that I would probably normally play on a regular basis. But if you just want to like sit down and like be told a story, almost like it's more like a story to me because he's literally telling the story of the Fitzgerald, which is crazy. But he's doing it in a really good way, in a really cool way. Musically, this is fun. This is a great story. I like history. I like learning about this kind of stuff. But music-wise, like I would never be like, oh, like I gotta listen to this. Like I want to listen to this, bump this, kind of thing. But so cool, very cool. Like I'm glad I'm learning about this because I had no idea they even call Lake Superior "Get You Gimme," "Get You Goomy," "Get You Gummy," and I've been up there numerous times throughout my life, visiting relatives. No, I had no idea. I never heard them once call Lake Superior that. So this is cool. This is really cool. This is a good dude, good artist. This is fun. So I'm enjoying this.
In the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say that a made whitefish play if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters.
Sounds really good too for 1979.
Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the ruins of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and days are for sportsmen. And farther below Lake Ontario, it takes in what Lake Erie can send her. But the iron boats go as the mariners all go, with the gales of November remembered.
Crazy is I remember driving along one of the lakes. God, which one is it? I think it's Lake Michigan when you drive up over across the peninsula, and then it turns into maybe Erie. No, not Erie, but either Superior or Michigan. I think, I don't know. Anyway, I remember seeing big, huge ships just like that out there. Like cargo type ships and stuff. Or I don't know what they were, but they look kind of just like that one. So I just remember always looking way out in the distance and you could see them. They looked huge. It's crazy. Those lakes are massive up there. I used to call them an ocean when I was a kid. I was like, ooh, ocean. They're just so massive. think the most.
In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times. Courage man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call Gitchaguri. Superior, they say, never gives up, or did when the gales of November come early.
A lot of fans, guys. Okay, that was Gordon Lightfoot, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That was I mean, it was really good. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I mean, that was really good. I don't lie on this channel. That's one thing you guys know about me. I'm a very honest reactor, authentic. People appreciate that about me. That I don't bullshit. I don't just every video I watch, I don't pretend like I love it just to please everybody who wanted me to react to it. I don't do that. So, like I said, I was very honest in this take. Like, definitely not something I'm gonna rush to like want to listen to again. I mean, but I can see why if people grew up with this kind of music, this era, like this is meaningful to them. It's history. Maybe it's part of the people that suggested this history. You know, like maybe they knew a relative then that went down with the ship. I mean, you just don't know. You know, there might be somebody out there that this is a very deep, meaningful song. Maybe this brings peace to them. I don't know. So I really did enjoy it. I enjoyed the history of this. I thought that was really neat. I didn't know they called Lake Superior Gitchy Gummy. And that's really cool. And I had no idea about this shipwreck. And then doing a little Google, there's been over like 500 shipwrecks on the Great Lakes and stuff. So, or even maybe just on Superior. So that's crazy to me. I didn't realize there was that many shipwrecks on the Great Lakes. So, AKA oceans, because I always thought they were oceans when I was a kid. Still do. Just don't tell my parents. No, I'm just kidding. They're not oceans. But anyways, thank you so much for this donation request. I love stuff like this because I get to discover something for the first time, a new artist, a new band. I get to learn a little bit of history about the Great Lakes, which I never knew. And like I said, I've been up there 20 times in my life, probably, up to the Upper Peninsula. I've been to Mackinac a few times, you know, Mackinac City. I had a friend that lived like in the Lower Peninsula. Like Muskegon, Michigan area once in high school. I went and visited him forever ago, you know, like, so I've been to Michigan, you know, I got a little history myself in Michigan. I've been up into Canada through, you know, Sault Ste. Marie, and we would go on a fishing trip into Canada every year when I was a kid. And it was just good times. It was beautiful. Like I said, beautiful part of the country. Love it. But anyways, thank you again for this request, you guys. If you enjoyed this at all, please like, comment, subscribe. It really does help. And I will see you on the next reaction. Let me know if you want more Gordon Lightfoot or another artist, another band, whatever. I'll check it out. So, yeah. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves out there. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Peace out.